played Jump King. Let me actually check how long it's been. I'm kind of curious. Oh my god, I can hear myself. I can still hear myself. Get that out of here. All right. Moving all these tabs everywhere. There's like 18 different tabs I have open. When was the last time I played Jump King? Has to have been like a few weeks ago, right? It was before my computer broke. That was last week. It was before, I think it was before I got sick also. That was like 2 weeks ago. Sometime in February. Let me actually check. Or was that one of the VODs lost to time? I did lose a couple of the VODs because when I was sick, I just like could not do anything. 2, 3 at the beginning of the month. Holy shit, almost an entire month ago. And I'm back to mauled or to rage or to do something. How do I do this again? I have to like go here. I'm gonna fall. I know I am. I forget how this works. Sticks. All my muscle memory I accumulated last month on how to do this has been lost to time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't... You know, I told myself, like, I knew I was going to suck and I'd probably get set back to the beginning, like, the first time I played this game, because I've forgotten how long to hold everything. I've lost that kind of intuition about where I'm going to go. But it still hurts. It still hurts. Deep in my soul, the loss of progress makes me want to weep. Or, oh, not that way. Makes me weep this way, right? Yeah, this way. Go like this. Wait, no, there's a shortcut. I remember. It's like if I go here. No, I can go here. I think I can jump past the block. Yeah, I remember. There's like shortcuts I had that, so I didn't have to do everything. Also, oh yes. This is really quiet. I need some music. I need like some type of something playing in the background. Let me see if I can copy something here. BGM for streaming. Stream Cafe, Boba Date, 1 hour, cute music. This will surely like cleanse my palate, right? Let's give it a listen. No copyright music, lo-fi, cute. Oh, kind of loud. I think that should be good. That should be like about the same. Can I loop this? I don't know. It'll bring peace to my soul. Otherwise, I'm just like jumping here in silence, and there's like some type of deep psychological horror and seeing, just like looking into my eyes as I jump and fall over and over and over again. Oh, she-ball. But now it's like a little lighthearted. It's a little foolish. A little bit of fun. You know what I mean? I think if I stand here on the edge. Oh, it's all coming back to me. Like riding a bike. This part I remember was annoying. This part was the annoying part, yes. There. There. I can skip. No, I can't skip. I thought I could skip something. There's only one way to do things, I guess. The hard way. Is there even an easy... I guess an easy way would just be like, install a flying mod. Are there even people that would do that? That would cheat themselves at the joy and experience of conquering a difficult challenge, of beating the psychological horror that is Jump King? The trial of fortitude? It's okay, we're vibing. As a nice little corollary to Fuck It We Ball, have fun, we vibe. No, would it be have fun, we vibe? Fuck it, we ball. Would it be adequate? Because fuck it, we ball means like, despite the circumstances, we shall persevere, right? Hell yeah, we vibe. Maybe that'd be like an opposite saying that still encompasses some of that spirit, some of that. Would it be better with the controller? Maybe it would have been better if I never bought this game. You know, the Steam Spring Sale is on right now. I could technically just like not play this. I can't refund it. I already have like 4 hours in this game. Yes, 4 hours. Oh, it shows right there too. I have even shows the milliseconds. That is detailed. All right. And then what goes up here again? Yeah, this part. All right. I think I can just jump. You jumped the king yet? I didn't jump the king, but I'm following the guy. I'm pretty good. How are you? How are you, Red? What do you cook any more good food? Are you here to taunt me with your homemade egg tarts and fancy food and all that other good stuff? I drank water today. I drank water. Was yesterday. This is the first time I raided somebody. I've been raided before. It felt courteous to do it because I didn't want to just like end and take everything, you know. I don't raid people because I normally don't because I feel very awkward. I'm just like a socially anxious mess, you know. Sometimes it feels like I'm imposing on them. I think I can jump here. How was it? Did I do good? Are you proud of me? Please, please, I need validation. Ice Shibal. Then we go this way. I'm slowly remembering like how I do this. And then you go up here. I was kind of surprised that somebody rated me, honestly. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, the validation. I feel it. The serotonin, the happy chemicals in my brain. Dankeschön. 谢谢. Kamsahamnida. What other ways are there to say thank you? Merci is French. Grazie is Italian. Gracias is Spanish. You know, I know how to say thank you in a lot of different, like, Romance languages, but not in Latin. Check your server. What do you send here? More food pictures. Oh my god. You're eating the avocado toast, Red? Red, don't you read the news articles? This is why you're not going to be able to buy a home. You're spending too much money on avocado toast. Are those churros? You get Mexican food? Did you get Mexican and Chinese food? Where did you get this food from? And what is this? Is this fish? Is this sashimi? What is this? You got avocado toast? Churros? Those nachos? Or are they like chilaquiles or whatever? Oh. Brad, why do you do this to me? Chinese and Japanese was dinner. Mexican was lunch. What was the avocado toast for then? You got Chinese and Japanese? And you got a little dessert afterwards. What is that? Cream puff? And what kind of cake is that? What kind of cake is that? What is that? What is this fried thing? Is that crab I see? Is that a crab leg? Oh. Oh. I envy you. I went through a crepe cake. The avocado toast is breakfast. Don't foodgasm on stream. Look, I don't foodgasm. I just think about like what I could do to prove that reincarnation is real, and then I need to like somehow become reincarnated as your stomach or as your tongue, so I can experience the good food you eat. I had a water today. I have my protein shake with me. What else did I eat? I had some leftover pasta. I had some stale bread. I had some potatoes. Nothing as good as you. I eat my lowly peasant meal. Aish. I'm not foodgasming. You ever watch Shokugeki no Soma? Did you watch that anime? I know, weird. Anime boy on stream talking about an anime that he's watched. Or I watched like the first 2 seasons, and then I picked up the manga, and then the manga got really bad because I think the editor wanted to do something different. But that was the one where they literally Shokugeki no Soma. It's the one where they foodgasm and they like their clothes rip off when they eat the food, but it's like a battle shonen, but it takes place in a cooking academy. That one. It's got a red spiky hair protagonist. It's got a spiky hair protagonist. The female main love interest is a blonde girl with big titties. I've described like 90% of anime show. Yeah, Food Wars. You call things by their English title. Turns up nose at you. Look of my signature look of superiority glances as I sneer down my nose at you. Huh. I only say things in their Japanese titles, but very poorly pronounced Japanese at that. Whoa. It's not Food Wars, it's Bokugeki no Soma. Difference. My hubris has cost me some progress. Yeah, that one. I don't know. You said Foodgasm, so I thought of it. Things pop up in my mind randomly. Oh god. The inner workings of my mind are an enigma. And then as the Patrick Star, the milk carton spills down, that classic SpongeBob scene. I've heard that Wizards of the Coast are like turning SpongeBob into Magic the Gathering cards. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually true, but I kind of want to check. Let me turn down my background music a little bit. I'm literally opening a YouTube tab. It's just comfy, cozy stream cafe boba date. SpongeBob Square Pants MTG cards. Yeah, Magic Wizards of the Coast, the company that technically owns the IP for Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering, are turning the SpongeBob memes from like 5 years ago into Magic the Gathering cards. I think they're jokes. But honestly, I haven't kept up with anything going on in Magic. I just know like 75% of the sets are going to be their crossover sets. So it just seems so strange to me to see like quite literal screen caps of the SpongeBob SquarePants television show I watched as a child on a trading card game on like playable card game form with Magic text that's not off of like a custom Magic card Reddit or something. I don't know. It seems weird to me. It's like jarring at the very least. Still can't believe that's a thing. But I guess this is the world. It's all Fortnite. I blame Fortnite. Fortnite is the reason that Magic the Gathering is starting to do these Universes Beyond stuff. They saw the success and the money, and they're like, we want money too. And so then they decided to like have collaborations with every profitable establishment. I wish I was a SpongeBob Square. I wish I was a Magic. Actually, no, that'd be stupid. All right, how do I do this again? I feel like a doofus a little bit. Why am I falling on my face? You know, this is I'm entering the 4th hour of playing this game. I'm still kind of on this first section. Granted, my last 3 hours I got to the second section. So this is kind of like my hand warm up. Maybe I need like a better keyboard or more a space bar with more what's it called? A space bar with a little more pressure that I can apply. That might be it. That way I can like be more accurate and precise with my button clicks. Oh, let me drink my protein shake. Top of the cap is wet. Why is the cap wet? It shouldn't be. Why did I do that? Why do I do half the things that I do? Why do I do like most of the things I do? We go this way. Concentrate. Good. 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 I'm starting to get a feel for it again. Never mind. I thought I had like a pretty good feel for how to run these sections last time I was playing, but that was quite literally like a month and a half ago, so back to the beginning with no skills built in. You know, it is the Steam Summer Sale. Oh no, it's not summer. Steam Spring Sale. Spring Sale. Honestly, if allergies didn't exist, I think spring would be the best season because there's like nice weather and all that. But allergies do exist. We live in an imperfect world created by a cold and mischievous God who has implanted allergies into me specifically, thereby causing me great pain and suffering. So like, for this reason, I'm still gonna have to rank fall as the best season. Spring sale, but is there a Steam Autumn sale? I know that the Steam sales are always like super good deals. Wait, the music is a bit too loud for me. I can turn the volume down in my headphones. What am I doing? I can turn that up. Now I can turn my headphone volume down. Oh my god. Game changer. I know, yeah, because I know the Steam sales are great deals, great bargains, but I'm never like super conscious of them, you know? I don't always... I'm not super checking the Steam, I guess is what I'm saying. I could buy... What were games that I wanted to get on sale? I've been thinking about purchasing Monster Hunter Wilds, but I can't justify spending $70 on a franchise I don't even know if I like. You know? But then, like, how do I know? Well, I know if I like the franchise if I don't spend the $70. But $70 is a lot of money. $70 is like... Let me do some math real quick. It's like $71 bean burritos from Taco Bell, excluding the tax. That's a lot of bean burritos. That could feed, like, a decent amount of people, or me, for a while. Assuming they don't go bad, of course. Which they probably do, it is food. What's another game I wanted to get? What is a game I wanted to get? I can't remember. A game I wanted to get. I'm kind of mindless doing... Okay, I just jumped all the way back down. Never mind. The game I wanted to get. I have read. There's like some... Oh, God, fuck. I was scrolling Twitter and there was like some recommendation for like a tactical RPG that looked cool. It looked Final Fantasy Fire Emblem-esque, or Final Fantasy Tactics Fire Emblem-esque. It looked interesting. There's an anime style too. I love my JRPGs. I could get Blasphemous 2. I did beat Blasphemous 1 yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. So much fun that I might just 100% it. I don't know what that requires though. I'd have to get the rest of the kids, and I would have to beat the Bone Zone boss, and I'd have to beat... I think Crisanta has a second phase. I think I have to beat that as well. And I have to collect all the relics. And then I'd also have to... I don't know. I don't think the Ascent of Torment is included in the 100%. Oh, good. Oh, good. 9. Verdammt. Alright. That wasn't very good. There's a lot of things on sale I need to get, but I've just been too busy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel back in my card game phase. I've unironically been considering like buying physical Yu-Gi-Oh! cards. Buying physical Yu-Gi-Oh! cards and going to like an LGS and playing physical trading card games in the first time in a few years, simply because I've been really enjoying... I've been playing a lot of Master Duel. I don't know if I've been enjoying it, because every game it's like kind of terrible sometimes. The highs are so high, but the lows are so low. I just fucked all my progress. We go back down this way. I think the Master Duel ban list needs some revisions. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. If you're an ardent card gamer like me. Alright, I shouldn't have done... I should have just stepped down there. Oh. I think the only thing keeping... Like, I feel like my sanity is kind of... Because I've been staring at this green background for a collective 4 hours, 4 minutes, and 53 seconds. And it's the first section. And I know there's a lot more sections. I think I looked it up last time. I don't remember how many sections there were. But there was a lot more, right? And I feel like I'm going kind of crazy, but like this looping background, the comfy feeling is kind of keeping me somewhat sane. I say that now, but I'm sure like 2 hours in, I'm going to be going crazy. A little bit. Let's see. I overshot it. I'm so silly. Would I rather do this or do like... That was a little depressing, just a little. You know, ironically, I'm doing so much falling, you'd think I'm not the jump king, but I'm like good at Fall Guys because I'm falling so much, even though I get the whole point of Fall Guys is to not fall. But I'm also terrible at Fall Guys too, so funny how that works, isn't it? Oh. Jump. There was one stream idea I had related to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, maybe I could I can buy one of those machines that simulate period cramps or that inflict pain upon you for fun. And I can rig it up to my computer, and every time I lose life points in Master Duel, the pain settings dial up on the period cramp simulator, and I can feel it in my man womb. My man uterus can clench up, and I can feel like the man period pains, you know? But then I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not very good at Master Duel. And all the decks like OTK you pretty much, so I'd be feeling like 8,000 life points of pain all at once. And like, I'm a big, strong guy, don't get me wrong, but I'm not that big and strong, you know? Only a little bit, just a little bit, you know? That was too high. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. There we go. And then I saw somebody else also had that idea on Twitter. I saw that like a few months ago, and I looked at it as like, wait a minute. That was the idea that I had in my head. How'd they get into my head and steal my ideas? So now I'm going to start wearing a tinfoil hat to protect all of my ideas from the government and from other people, from telepathic mind readers. Because everyone knows that the only way to stop telepathic mind readers from taking your ideas and copywriting them is tinfoil. Common fact that the ESPers, ESPER users, psychic power users, they can't read through tinfoil. Their secret weakness. Common knowledge, all by the way. We can go this way. And then this way. Well, I guess we have to go this way. It's not we can, but can I make the jump properly? I cannot. I cannot. Would it behoove you to know that I started this stream past this section? I've actually made negative progress in starting the stream today. Negative progress is progress. They say any progress is good progress. I don't think they meant we were talking about negative progress. It's that last little section a little tricky. Last little section. Jump. At the very least, like, if I ever do beat this game, and you can now call yourself a jump king, I will have known that I've earned it, you know? It wasn't handed to me by some jump monarch for being the heir to the jump throne. It is a title earned with blood and sweat and tears. Why is it always blood, sweat, and tears to mean something like you worked hard on? Honestly, if someone gave me something they made and said I worked really hard and I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, I would kind of be grossed out, even though I know they mean in like a metaphorical sense, just like the physical thought of like, oh yeah, I worked really hard on this cake I baked, but I put my blood, sweat, and tears, and it's like, that sounds like it violates FDA regulations. It doesn't seem like a sanitary thing to eat, you know? I get it's a metaphor and everything. Like, I know how metaphors work, I think. But just the image it conjures in the mind. Not one of the most amazing gastronomical feasts. We go this way. Why can't we have other bodily... You know, we're gonna start putting blood, sweat, and tears everything. Why don't we add the rest of the bodily fluids? Your bile, your stomach acid, your piss, your poop. Just everything. Just all of it. Just put everything in there. You know, you gave it your all. Well, you didn't give it all your liquid. You only put blood, sweat, and tears in it. The only way to counteract the initial disgust of that image in my mind is to just like make it very literally. I put all of myself into it, metaphorically and literally. There's pieces of my hair, bits of my skin, some toenail in there as well. You know, why just go halfway with this expression? Take it to the extreme. I've been called an extremist before, not by other people. Have I actually? Not really. Not in the serious way, I don't think so. Alright. The image of this music BGM is so cute. It's a round duck drinking boba. Honestly, if it weren't 10:33 at night, I would probably get some boba. This duck in the YouTube video, well, it's not really even in the YouTube background, where it's drinking the boba, is really selling me on the idea of getting some tea. But also, it's like late at night, And I'm trying to regulate my sleep schedule. Because I normally have a turbo shit sleep schedule. So maybe I shouldn't. But maybe I could. You know, I didn't say I was going to regulate my sleep schedule. So I'm trying to. Trying does imply the chance of failure. Failure's okay. Failure's okay. Here we go this way. Here we go. Let's go here. All right. Focus, focus. You can't just say lock in and expect to just perform. Watch me. Lock in you. I just had an image of somebody saying lock in and then it has like one of those anime transformations where it does the whole, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the, how do I explain this? I don't know. Maybe it's like a transformation sequence from Sentai's or something, or it's like somebody using their special technique and then like, it's the shot from the back with somebody looking behind them with the eyes and the piercing gaze. I'm just speaking nonsense right now. Don't look at me. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, I'm back. I'm back to where it took me 26 minutes, but I'm back to where I started the stream at. That's pretty good, no? We can do something. We can cook a little bit. Not long enough, not long enough. Okay, okay. Let me go here. Oh. There we go. Up, up. There. Okay. Back. I'm requiring the feel for the game again. All right. There. Then we bounce. We edge it a little. Two edged. Two. No, not enough. Was it two edged? I don't think so. I think we could have edged it a little more. Bounce it. You know, I just remembered something. Well, not really remembered, but whatever happened to the Hawk Tuah girl? Because I said the reason that my train of thought went like this is because I think I said bounce on the thing against the wall, like to remind myself how to play this level. Which brought up the phrase like bounce on that thing with the implication of sexual intercourse, which reminded me of the Hawk Tuah girl because the Hawk Tuah spit on that thing. They both have that thang noise there, and they both talk about manners of sexual intercourse, which made me remember she did a rug pull scam, and people thought she like died or something. What happened to the Hawk Tuah girl? She somehow like turned her 5 minutes of fame into like 15 minutes of fame and was able to capitalize it. Honestly, like kind of inspirational in some ways, where you're just known for like the most mundane, boring shit. I'm not even like say whether the Hawk Tuah thing was funny or not. I just like the idea of Hawk Tuah girl as like an entity. Her existence is comedic to me, of a person who took their 5 minutes of fame and turned it into 15 minutes of fame and then scammed people. The idea of that person becoming an internet celebrity, or not even an internet celebrity, just like a person in like the cultural consciousness, just sounds funny to me, you know? But did she die? Did anyone like ever find out what happened to Hawk Tuah girl? Is she alive? I feel like Darth Vader at the end of episode 3. Where's Padme? Is she alright? Is she safe? Where is Hawk Tuah girl? Is she alright? Is she safe? Did she give back the money she scammed out of, like, she scammed the million she scammed yet? Is she in jail? Because normally you hear, like, something about how the scammer ends, right? They're in jail, they disappear, they do the no alive, you know? But she just kind of disappeared. She scammed her way into 15 minutes of fame and then, like, fucked off. With a lot of people's money, albeit, but still. You know what I mean? I wonder. Let's see. We go this way, yeah? Honestly, sometimes I can tell when I'm bad at things. Actually, no, I can actually never tell when I'm bad at things. I'm always good at things. I'm never bad at anything. But I feel like I'm never going to finish this game. Maybe it's like quite literally a skill issue. But I feel as though this game is going to be something that will take me a very long time to complete, you know? Maybe am I not skilled enough? Perhaps. Am I not patient enough? Perhaps. I'm really bad at these precise timing things generally. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm pretty good at rhythm games. I was pretty good at Guitar Hero. Well, I wasn't really good, but I was pretty good at Guitar Hero. Pretty good in like the casual sense of pretty good at Guitar Hero. You know what I mean? I wasn't a Sai who's playing Through the Fire and the Flames, expert difficulty blind or whatever. Oh, she-ball. So like, do rhythm games really require precise timing? I mean, they do. Because this thing requires precise timing. The space bar is a fickle button for me. Maybe I should just buy a better space bar. But I like these keycaps though. They're like linear. They feel good. They're smooth to the touch. I like this keycap. It's a big and like dark pink or light red, however you want to call it. Oh, my neck. All right. Ugh. Neck stretches. Shoulder stretches too. All right. How do I do this? Oh. I washed my mouse pad as well. I was noticing my mouse pad was feeling a little icky, you know? As mouse pads are wont to get. I washed it. Feels like oh, it doesn't feel brand new. It feels really good though. It doesn't feel as bad. This is depression, no? Go this way. This way. Hold on, my hair's getting in my face. Oh. Ugh, yeah. I need to get a haircut soon. Maybe I'll just shave it all off, honestly. I've done that before. Whenever I get a haircut, it goes from like very long to very short. There's no in between. It's economical this way. Some people get haircuts to maintain like a certain style. I just get mine to like keep it short and somewhat maintained once I get past the point of manageability. So I'll go from having like quite long hair to very short hair. But this time, maybe I'll just go bald. Maybe I'll do the full bald thing too. Just like shave it with the shave it with like the scalp as well. Not just the buzzer, but the scalp. Just the full buzz cut. Damn. Too long, too long. How can I do this? The cozy music does help. What if I had motivational music on instead? Honestly, if I had motivational music on, I think I'd feel more stressed about this. I feel like compelled to do well, you know? The cozy music, I'm at peace. I'm one with nature. One with everything. No pressure. Vibes only. Hold on, it's getting kind of warm. I'm taking my sweater off. What have I been doing here? Alright. Stretching my shoulders too. Ugh. And my knuckles and everything. Oh, a nice big stretch. Alright. Back to the matter at hand. Oop. Right. I can see it. I can see the path of the king. Alright, so there we go. Up. No, too far. Oh, god damn it. Maybe I can... Alright. Alright. Can I? No, I was thinking maybe I can just skip this little edge section altogether and just jump straight up to this one. But I don't have enough height. This one's required, unfortunately. There's other parts that I can skip with good jumps or with long jumps, but not this one. It's not the big long jumps that get me scared, it's the small precise ones. Because I am not good at those. Alright. Didn't fuck up as bad that time. That one was a fuck up. But at least I haven't fallen all the way down again. Any progress is good progress, except for negative progress. But negative progress isn't progress, it would be congress. I don't mean like Congress as in like the legislative branch, but like opposite of pro is con. Is that actually the opposite of pro though? Because it could also be argued that I guess professional is a different root, Latin root or Greek root or whatever. I really don't know. Oh, there we are. I made the same mistake twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. Can't get fooled again. Alright. See it. There we are. Alright, up. Oh, okay. Back here. Oh, that made me sick. That disgusted me. Alright. We will become the Jump King. I feel like there's going to be a boss fight at the top of this. I don't know why. I feel like after like 20 hours of just doing this platforming, at the very top, in order to earn the title of Jump King, you need to like kill the old Jump King. Even though like I know at the top there's a babe, as the guy in the bottom told me, but I just have that sneaking suspicion that there should be a boss fight somewhere. It just feels right, you know? Concentrate. Lock in. Lock in. Lock on. Eyes on the prize. You can do anything. Keep your eyes on the top. Don't forget. Don't forget 1003. Whatever it is from Full Metal Alchemist. Right. Yes, there we are. Alright. Back on top. And we did double bounce. Hop on that thing. Go here. Precise. Precision. Oh, what is this? Precision is the key. Oh, I barely made it. That was close. I think I almost fell there. Okay, that's bad. Alright, I think if I stand just around here... Well, I was right. If I stand just... Well, I was right. If I stand just around there, I think it's good to go. But it's more like my power was too much. I have to lay off the power. This section again. This section gave me a lot of... I think I spent like the first 2 hours of the first stream of this game just doing this section over and over and over again. And here I am. Time is a flat disk. History repeats itself. Here we are. Yes, beautiful. Terrible. We're calm. We're chill. Zen. We are Zen. What even does Zen mean? I guess like in common practice, it's used to mean like super chill and unworried, unbothered by things. But like, what does even the concept of Zen mean? Because I know it's like an actual branch of Buddhism. And I've seen different what is it called? Different interpretations of it, but they always give some esoteric response that's hard to understand about what does the Zen mean? Some mysterious response, you know? I've watched those YouTube videos of like Japanese monks trying to explain what Zen is, or they're like, Zen is unexplainable. Zen is this. Zen is here. Zen is now. You cannot explain it. I'm like, but I want to know what it is. Can't you just try? You know what I mean? And then there's like the Zen koans with the stories and everything, and those are fun to listen to. I was listening to like 101 Zen koans to help me fall asleep. It's just like something to have on in the background and maybe focus on so my brain gets tired. And one of them was just literally a joke. Like there wasn't a moral to the story. It was just a joke. It was the same joke as like the Pope tells all the Jews in Italy to get out in 3 days, but they can't communicate, and they have this theological debate with the old rabbi from the village. It was just that joke, but like in Buddhist form. So unless that joke was originally a Zen parable, like I don't know. There were some good koans though. There were some ones that I liked. That really made me think about and reflect upon the nature of life, the nature of what it means to be alive, I guess. But other than that, like, what the fuck is Zen? I still need to go watch more Blasphemous lore. I'm still like, I get that like we are penitent, but what are we what does penitent even mean? Does penitent mean sorrowful? Penitent. Feeling or showing sorrow and regret for having done wrong. So we were the penitent one. We were regretful, right? In Blasphemous. But what were we regretful about? Is it regretful about like the miracle? Because the miracle is just the guy getting twisted and turning into a tree. And then in the good ending of Blasphemous, that's what happened to us. We were twisted. We sat in the chair and we stabbed ourselves and turned into a tree that was worshipped. Because like, were we somebody special? I'm assuming we were somebody special in Blasphemous. That would explain why we have like the special hat that Dios Gracias had and that one fire guy had, the one boss in the wall of holy prohibition. But like it doesn't, because there was lore bits, right? But there's not a lot of lore about yourself. There's a lot of lore about the world and about the religion of the world. But there really wasn't too much lore on like who you were as the penitent one. So I did look up bits about the religion of Blasphemous, and obviously there's like bases in Catholicism, yada yada, direct parallels between like the crucifixion and the miracle. How even the miracle is like kind of just like a direct reference to Catholicism and all that. Yeah, even though I know nothing about Catholicism, or at least Christianity in general. But there's like, why is the land ravaged by creatures? Why? Overall, it said they like turned by the miracle, right? Well, why does the miracle turn things into monsters and like all that other good stuff? And then the lore of the mea culpa seems cool, like the nun, because I remember the mea culpa scene, or the opening scene where it showed the formation of the mea culpa. It was a nun hitting herself on the chest with like a statue of the miracle, and then it turns her into a sword, or like it stabs her and turns into a sword. That was cool. Jump high, fly. Surely, I think I can get to the third section today. Honestly, if I get to the third section today, it's a success. If I don't get to the third section, still a success, because I'm playing. And I haven't gone like crazy yet. But if I do get to the third section, major success. Enormous success. There we are. All right, now we go to the right. The Colossal Drain. It's a pretty big drain. Oh, yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, game. That one was a bit of a little clumsy. A little bit longer. There we are. I think I can bounce on the top, off the top there and always make it, no matter how. Okay, that one doesn't work. Okay. Okay, I can't go too high there, otherwise I just bump my head. Hey. That was too much. Why did I hold it for that long? You know, I'm kind of curious. What would take me longer to be like competent enough at math to do like international math Olympiad problems? Because that's like an idea I've had floating around to do training for like math competition stuff. I don't know. It's like niche stuff, and it seems like it'd be interesting. It'd be adequately interesting to see me torment myself mentally doing hard math problems. Or to beat this game. Because this game is just mechanically difficult. Very punishing. You know what I mean? Oh shit. The only difference between like this and doing like math, what is it, road to like just learning how to do IMO math problems, is that I already have a background in math, so it wouldn't be, it's not like I'm starting from nowhere. Whereas this game is like quite literally starting from nowhere. My skills are bad. I don't have a ton of platforming experience. I'm for sure one of the worst platformers I know. Let's see, we go this way. We go this way. Yep. Oh, we should go back. Give myself leeway. Go here. I think it's fine. Yes. Step back a little bit. A step back. I can just full send, yeah. Skip all of that boring stuff and just jump straight up. If there was a meter showing you like how full your meter is when you're jumping, I don't want to say like that'd be super helpful and make it a lot easier, but it probably would. Maybe too easy, honestly. No, even with like a meter showing how like the power of your jump, I still think this game would be extremely difficult. Now, if it came with like the white dots that showed you where you're going to land, your path of travel, that would make the game easier. Too easy. Oh no, I walked off. I'm so dumb. Maybe I'll see if Elden Ring is on sale. Everyone like loves Elden Ring, but the problem I have with like 3D, this sounds so weird, with 3D games is I get motion sick easily. Like when I was playing Nier Automata, sometimes I'd be playing that, I'd just be like, oh my god, I'm so dizzy, I don't know what's going on, it's hard for me to focus. Maybe still not like used to playing 3D games as much, but they do have that effect on me. That's what I'm also concerned about with like, hey, for what I'd be doing with paying $70 to play Monster Hunter Wilds, just getting motion sick. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does, and it's like uncontrollable headaches. It's like just feels miserable. Go this way, up. All right, we're here. Okay. Oh. You know, I wonder how TCG Card Shop Sim's doing. Because I remember reading when I was playing that, I was seeing like what they wanted to add to the game. I was like, yeah, we want to add actually playing the card game. I remember thinking, well, that's going to be really hard to implement. You'd have to design a whole new card game and just put it in a game about not really even owning or playing TCGs, but in trading TCGs in the financial aspect, you know? I wonder how many updates it's had. It's been like many, many months since I played. Maybe I'll check later tonight. Kind of curious to see how far. It's always nice to like ignore a game for a bit and then see how far it's come a year or two later and see how many updates it's had, or be really depressed when there's been no updates and the game was just abandoned. That would also be depressing. there. Too long, I guess. Not long enough. Not long enough. Too long. I'm struggling with too long and not long enough. You can't ever hit it perfect. These ones are easy. You can just hold the spacebar as long as you want. Why don't I hold the spacebar all the way there? I'm gonna see these 3 stairs of death in my dreams. I'm gonna have nightmares about them. Maybe if I adjust my posture. Adjust my posture for like optimal spacebar accuracy. How would I do that? I can't move my chair anymore forwards. It's already like as upright as can be. Maybe just have to use my actual back muscles and keep my spine straight. Yuck. Good posture, ew. Maybe my posture should be bad then. I tried good posture, it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe I should try bad posture. If I try bad posture and bad posture doesn't work, maybe I should just like remove my spine. And maybe if I remove my spine, it'll give me some like dark arcane power to play Jump King perfectly. What would be like theoretical world record Jump King time? If you like put this through a tool assisted speedrun, what would be the optimal time, the fastest achievable completion time? Kind of curious. There we are. There we are. There. We are not there. Oh. Oh God. Today is a day of pain and suffering, it appears. Pain, suffering, and yet we persevere. I saw something flash. All right, we're back where we started. Yes, that was cool. Holy shit, I just have the most ingenious idea for like a Sisyphus-like game. I call it the Itsy Bitsy Spider. And it's like Jump King and all those other rage bait games where they try to make you rage by it being hard, but the mechanics are relatively straightforward. And in this game, you will play as the Itsy Bitsy Spider crawling up the spout. And it's basically just all those other games where you crawl up things and you keep falling. And then the idea is cooking. I had the idea, and if I can see it now in my head, you're climbing, and then the rain comes and it washes you and all your progress away, and then you keep going and going and going. What do you get at the end of the game, though? I don't know. And then we can have it narrated by Bennett Foddy. It could be another Foddy-like. That was my burst of inspiration for the day. I've like used up all my good ideas doing other things, like playing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh God, this is the punishment I deserve. All right, here we are. I'm gonna copyright that. Hold on, it's time. Do I learn how to make a game just so I can make my Sisyphus-like? It honestly wouldn't be the worst reason to learn how to code or like game design. The game design's not that difficult though. It's just kind of the same thing as everything else. It's maybe the mark is too oversaturated with the Sisyphus-like, with Foddy-likes though. Let me go this way. Oh yeah, this is the full send. I don't have to care. But a little bit of finesse here. A little bit of finesse. That was not a little bit of finesse. What would I rather do? Finish this video game? Or... finish this video game 14 times or eat a nail? On one hand, if I eat like a nail and it has rust on it, I could get tetanus and die. On the other hand, I beat this game 14 times. I'm not sure if I'll be mentally stable enough to continue to live amongst civilized society. On one hand, maybe the metal tastes really good of a nail. On the other hand, maybe after I first complete the game, I'll gain some sort of sick, twisted pleasure and start enjoying playing this game. Like I said, I don't know if I'm having fun. My brain just like releases a lot of serotonin, and not even a lot of serotonin. My brain releases like, is there a chemical in the brain that monitors like approval and okayness and contentment? Maybe not contentment, but just like okay. My brain doesn't make the happy chemical when I play this game. It makes like the okay chemical, where it's like, okay, I landed on the platform, good. Okay, I landed on the next platform, good, you know? Maybe that's just my brain exclusively though. It still does make the despair chemical, my brain does, when I fall. But seeing myself get slightly better, I see the little hints of progression in my gameplay. It's alright. What would I give this out of 10? I honestly don't know. I don't feel like I've seen enough of the game to be able to accurately grade it. I'm at like, again, like the second section. But I don't know. I feel like I have to play a lot of a game before I can give it a good rating. Or give it a, I don't want to say good rating. Like, I don't mean, when I say good rating, I don't mean like it's a good game, but a good rating as in an accurate rating reflective of how I feel the quality of the game is. There. Then up. Then up. Then we go up, right? Then we go up. Then we go up. Go up. Oh my god, I'm the goat. I don't have to bounce it. I remember. The bounce house. I don't know how to get... Maybe I just send it? No, I don't send it. Oh no, I don't send it. Sending it was the wrong idea. You see, if I didn't have this comfy music on in the background, it would just be absolute despair as I watched the Jump Knight fall in silence to his... Well, he doesn't die. Fall in silence to his face palming... shame, I guess? Does he feel shame? I can't imagine he does. He's fallen 1,000 times and he keeps getting up. He clearly is not a... He clearly doesn't let negative emotions get to him if he does feel negative emotions. Did this for me, jumping around in a giant suit of armor? For a babe whose existence has been guaranteed to me, but I know not to be certain of? By an old man at the bottom? I don't know if I'd maintain such a stoic exterior. Unchanging, unmoving like the face of a mountain. This brave soldier wanders up, wanders onward, wanders upwards, wanders onward. How do I end it? This little stanza. I think we can keep going, yeah. Okay. Right, just barely made it. We keep going onwards. There's this big pipe in the way. We can maneuver around it. Careful plotting. This game is terrible. This game is terrible because it causes me mental damage, and yet I keep... This is an abusive game. It causes me damage, and yet I keep coming back to it. I can't stop myself. I just have to keep playing. I don't want to... It's not about winning or losing or even sending messages. It's just about, like, getting over it. Accomplishing your goal. That was kind of depressing. Fortunately, I'm practiced in this area. This is where I sucked last time, so I'm okay at it this time. Progress. I wouldn't say it's being optimistic. Optimistic would be like, I'm going to do whatever. Actually, what do you mean is optimism? The joy in me is dead. Old. Here we go. Ooh. Edged it a little bit. Well then. Interesting decision to fall there. Focus. They can break my bones and body. They cannot break my spirit. That's what I imagine just goes through this guy's head over and over again as he keeps jumping. It's the only explanation, no? I don't even know what he's... Does he even have a name? We need nameless protagonists. We need... Bring back named protagonists in 2025. There's so many games where you're not addressed as like a person, you're addressed by a title. And I get that so like the player can self-insert and they can be like the player character. They can be like Ashened One, all that stuff. Bring back Robert main character man in 2025. That's my goal. Why am I saying my goal? That's what I'd like to see. I don't want to self-insert anymore. I want to see some other dude's story. I want to see how he fulfills his destiny and stops the ancient prophecy of destruction or something. I don't know. All my inklings of game ideas and plot lines have come from JRPGs. Actually, no. Now I can say they come from Metroidvanias too. I'm a Metroidvania enjoyer now. Wait a minute. Maybe like those Castlevania games were on the Steam sale. Maybe I'll go check those out. Shit. This way. This way. This way. This. To live is to suffer. But I've already embraced the suffering long ago. Not despair. Not yet. Just a spot of bad luck. We can keep going, yes. Keep going, yes. Up, up, up. Ever upward, Excelsior. Isn't that the motto of the state of New York? Excelsior? Something like that. Isn't that also like in the Marvel comics what Stan Lee says? Did Stan Lee even live in New York City? He probably did at some point, no? I feel like he would have. I feel like Stan Lee would have been a guy to live in somewhere in New York City at some point, like every major important person or important culturally important person has at some point. Besides, of course, like Julius Caesar. Honestly, if Julius Caesar was still alive today, I don't think he'd live in New York City. He'd probably live in Rome. I think he'd visit every now and then. Oh no, my music playlist is coming to an end. I need to get another new one. Oh, new music playlist. 10 hours boba date. Caramel Kisses 1 hour cute BGM. You know what? Fuck it. The comfy music soothed my soul as this game tries to take it from me. The only thing keeping my psyche from breaking? The cute music. Oish. We're chilling. I've been here before, and I know I've been past it. We shall persevere. Yes. Too far. I held too long. I'm sorry for my arrogance and hubris, Mr. God of Jump King. I'm getting lazy. Focus. Got my stainless steel blender bottle because my plastic one of 5 years broke. Honestly, plastic blender bottle lasting 5 years with all the shit I put it through. Well, like, not literal shit, but like abuse I've imposed upon my plastic blender bottle. Very impressed that it lasted so long before finally popping. It wasn't even due to mine own hand that it popped. It like I put it on the gym machine while I was working out one day, And it fell and the top ripped off. I was really sad. But honestly, like, 5 years is a long time. I got that blender bottle during like COVID. Was it during COVID? Maybe a little after COVID. Well, like it was during COVID, but like after 2020. So many memories, like working out in the gym with it and working out in the gym with it. And I had it when I was working out in the gym. So many precious memories with that blender bottle. That was the blender bottle I had when I hit 315 on squats for the first time. That was also the blender bottle I had when I did like literally anything in the gym because it was the only blender bottle I had until now. So many precious memories. Wow. Osmanthus protein shake tastes the same as I remember, but where are the blender bottles who share the memory? What even is Osmanthus wine? I know this is like a Zhongli quote from Genshin, and I know how it's about like reminiscing on the past and the idea of being the last person alive in a friend group and stuff, and it's supposed to connect to like some Chinese poetry verse or whatever. But what the hell is Osmanthus wine? Obviously, it's wine of some type, hence the name wine. But is Osmanthus like a cousin of the chrysanthemum tree? Because I've had like chrysanthemum tea before, right? They serve it at some tea houses, some dim sum places I've been to. At least I think it's chrysanthemum. I could be misremembering. What the hell is Osmanthus? I'm looking this up. I need to know. My craving for knowledge drives me. What is Osmanthus wine? Osmanthus wine, also known as Kajia wine or Huihua Chenqiu, is a Chinese alcoholic beverage produced from weak baijiu and sweet osmanthus. Okay, it's known as sweet olive, tea olive, and fragrant olive. Okay. So it is related to some type of plant. Culinary is infused with green teas. Maybe I'll buy some. I got Amazon Prime one day because I thought I would get like good deals on Prime Day, and I needed some like a free 2-day shipping or whatever. I thought I would cancel it after a little bit. That was many years. That was like a couple of years ago. I've just had Amazon Prime since, and I don't even use all the features. I really should be canceling the subscription, but it's way too convenient to just be able to buy something and get the 2-day shipping. Like, I don't even watch anything on Amazon Prime. I think I could watch Invincible. I think that's on Amazon Prime, right? And I hear that's really good. But I just like don't watch television anymore. I just watch OSRS progress videos, random YouTube video essays, YouTube shorts. I can't believe it. I'm Zoomerfied. YouTube knows the guys I like. They hooked my brain up to the algorithm and pumped it full of short form content. But I just don't have the attention span actually, no, I still do have the attention span. I think I still do have the attention span. I still play like long strategy games from time to time. I'm okay at I have slightly below average attention span. But I just like can't find it in me to take the time out of my day and watch TV. I don't know. Because there's so many like television shows, right? There was Game of Thrones when that was airing. And I never watched Game of Thrones. I always would read the books and I would look at the scenes online. I would look at like how the TV portrayed some of the scenes, like the Red Wedding and all of that. But now, even though I technically have more, do I have more free time now or than I did when I was a teenager? When I was a teenager, you do your 8 hours of school or whatever it is, and then I also had like practice. I think I have more free time now than I did as a teenager, honestly, because of sports. I miss being like a minor villain in a high school sports anime. That was my favorite. That was fun. I don't want to be like Uncle Pedro. I would have played for the NFL, having thrown that football over the mountains there, won the team the state championship. I don't want to like be that old guy reminiscing on his glory days, but it was fun kind of being like a minor villain in a high school sports anime. Oh, for sure one of the highlights of my life. One of the high points, one of the higher points of my life. this way. Good. Hmm. This way. And then up. Continuously up. Right. Bumping my head on the top of the table there. Keep going. Progress will be made one way or another, whether I like it or not. How is it that I'm just getting stuck in the same places I did last time? Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Why did I do that as well? I have a lot of questions for like why I'm doing the things I do. Not a lot of answers though. Right, here we are. Alright. I'm hoping this BGM doesn't get the stream copyright claimed. I don't think it should. I've been able to watch videos on YouTube and not get copyright claimed, but for some reason the Twitch copyright claim will act up for like the weirdest things. Very bizarre. It's like, oh, your breathing sounds too much like the ocean, and that's a sound that's copyrighted by so-and-so. I'm like, okay then. I don't want this muted though. Alright. Go this way. Alright, there. No. There. 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 Okay, back to where I started. A little bit more. There we are. Okay. Let's not fuck it up this time. Alright then. I see I'm a bit of a rebel. I don't like taking my own advice. Let me go this way. Yeah. Interesting. My hands are sweating. I'm gonna wash them. My sweaty hands are over. Honestly, maybe I should just get all the sweat glands in my hand removed. I know that probably would lead to some medical problems later down the line, but I just like hate the feeling of having sweaty hands, but I also just have chronically sweaty hands. I just have never gotten used to that feeling. Kinda sucks. My grip gets loosened. Oh, not there. Oh, that was close. Ooh. Oh no. We go back, jump, jump, bounce on it. There, there, there. Yes, yes. All right. We live. Always here. All right. It's like a little bit less than a full charge. And then it's up this way. Oh, just edged. Locking in. And then bounce a couple of times. I don't remember how to do this section though. I think it might have to be like over the pipe to the ledge on the right side and then down. That seems to be what it has to be. Then you jump across these a few times. I think that's the farthest I've made it. Or at least around that section is about the farthest I've ever made it before. That is going to set me back. But in despite of... Oh, why did I full charge that? In spite of everything, we lived. It's okay. That's okay. Keep going. We can build him stronger, better, faster, higher. All right, there we go. Focus. Yes, good, good. Lock in, lock in. Locking in did... I feel like every time I say lock in, the opposite happens. I snap out of it. As opposed to locking into it, I snap out of it. Which is kind of the opposite of what I want to happen. Maybe if I say snap out of it, I'll lock in. There. A little bit higher. Did I just forget how to do all this? Base planting is alright there. Not the worst. This section is like... Oh, that was way too high. Okay. No, it's to get to that, the first of the few steps, I have to press... I have to hold it a little bit longer than to get to the right edge. But not too long, because there's the little overhang. Here I can full send it. I'm trying to like visualize the arc of the little jump man as I'm jumping. Help me see where everything is. There. 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 Oh, massive serotonin. Serotonin combo. Right. Maybe I should go here instead. No, I shouldn't. Alright, never mind. I learned my lesson. Okay, I didn't learn my lesson. Well then. I didn't think I'd go this far down again. Go here, yeah. This is the oddly shaped block. This is the first trial of the Jump King. How did I do this before? I don't remember. I know I had to have done it. I just don't remember how long to press it down for. All right, let's try it again. There. 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 All right, we're good. We're good. We're back. We're back to good old familiar tree trunk territory. This tree trunk, it's my friend now. This is my tree beard. I've seen him or her or the tree, them, whatever gender this tree is. Wait, is this tree dead? I guess it is hollow on the inside, so I guess I'm only friends with like a dead tree. But he's so familiar to me. It feels like I've known him all my life because I spent probably a majority of this 5 hours already. I spent like Probably at least 3 of the hours here, just in this tree. In this tree? Somewhere. No. Okay then, my bad. Then we go down, and then back up. Then we go there. Yes, there. Okay. But I would like to befriend the big colossal drain. I don't want to spend any more time in the trees. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I could have made it. I could have made it. I moved a little more to the left. Alright, now we go this way. No, no, no. Alright, good. 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 No. Oh, the misery. Oh, the misery. Alright. We're back. We're spending more time in the green now. I don't have to look at this red screen of death anymore. If there's a blue screen, that's going to trigger by my PTSD, my PC PTSD from fixing the computer. But for now, green screens, all good. Red screens, perfectly fine. No blue screens, we're fine, no problem. All right. There. Oh. Every time we get down that middle section and we fall, I always have the hope that I'm going to like slide to the left and save myself a little bit of trouble. But that hope just turns into another crushed dream of mine in the jump kingdom. Where is this place set? I always have to wonder the setting of a game like this. Because I think it's fair enough to say that in like Getting Over It, Only Up, those games, the setting is just some absurdist dream, right? There's no logic to the world. Whereas there's clearly some amount of structure to how this is organized. There's clearly some like planning into the building of the world. So I have to wonder, why is there so much structure? What is the lore of the colossal drain? Why is it right below why is it right above the trees? Is this also a dying world, just like every single Metroid game ever? Always worlds that are dying? Well, that wasn't fun. Oh god. This feels like in The Dark Knight Rises when Batman's in the prison, in the whole prison. And he has his back broken by Bane. He has to climb up the big wall, and all the prisoners look over at him. Climb, 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 and he climbs the thing. That's how I feel. Except I don't know if I'm gonna climb out of the hole. As a matter of fact, I feel like if I climb out of the hole, Bane's gonna break my back and like my knuckles and my feet, and then send me back down the hole. All right. Boop. All right, we've made it. Bounce on it. All right, we go this way. Here. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Why do I keep trying to bounce it that way? Hello, darkness, my old friend. It seems I've come to you again. Sound of silence. Then whisper, da 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 da. Silence like a cancer grows. Alright, here we are. There we are. Okay. We should be able to get past this. I can like see, I see the path. If I can see the path, I should be able to travel the path. I see the way. I see the vision. Never mind. Oh no, not again. Not a ton of progress lost. Not a ton. Just a lot, but not a ton. Alright. Hello, tree man, my old friend. There we are. No, no, no. Alright. The skip. The second skip. The third skip. The fourth skip. No skip. Just play. No skip. Why did I do that again? I keep mistaking that section as one where I can full send it. Alright. I did it. Oh. I wonder how much joy I'll feel at the top. When I finally beat this game and achieve the top and I achieve the babe, will it be satisfying? Or would the real satisfaction have come along the way in the journey? Is the joy in gaming in the destination? Or is it in the journey? Is this what the parable of the lone jump knight represents? Is it more rewarding to conquer the hard task? Or is it more rewarding to know that you can conquer hard task? To have your perseverance and patience tested time and time again and emerge victorious every time? Unyielding, unrelenting, in the face of all adversity. Who can say? Fuck me, man. Alright. Once more we ascend. Once more we descend. I mean, I misspoke. My bad. My bad, game. I apologize for my hubris in thinking that I might be the one to jump. Alright, never mind. We go to... If the goal of the game was to get to the bottom as quickly as possible, it wouldn't be much of a game, I guess. It would not be as much of a game. If it was Fall King, you know, I could get behind a game called like Fall Queen or something. I see the vision. We have Jump King, a very hard game about a guy jumping up. You can do Fall Queen, an easy game about somebody falling down. They're opposites in more than one way. They're like anti each other, you know? Or we go this way. Fuck. Right, we go this way. There, that way. Oh, we made it. Okay. 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 Good. Excelente. That was not so good. I would even classify that in the bad section. That too was in the bad section. This is all in the bad section so far. There is no nice list, only a naughty list, and all these little blocks that cause me grief are on it. Alright, this way. Go up and across. And this way. Yes. What if, instead of jumping, he was the Step King? Instead of having to accurately gauge how long his and how powerful to make his jumps, he just had super long legs and just stepped everywhere instead. Food for thought. Oop. And when he becomes the step king instead of the jump king, he doesn't have to do all this jumping. He just steps on every step and walks his way up. What an idea. What an idea. A revolutionary idea. Oh. There's a rhythm. I'm getting the rhythm down here. I'm feeling it. I can feel the groove. I'm grooving. I'm schmoovin'. It's like a little bit of interplay. There's a dance between me and the terrain and the king. I'm feeling it. I see the myriad paths before me, and I alone choose where to go. The exact same mistake for the third time in a row. I'm going to end it all. Alright. No, no. Do not lose hope. Hope is a bluebird with wings. Who is it with that? Maya Angelou? I don't know. I feel like that's like a poem or something. Something about bluebirds and hope and birds. And honestly, I've never felt hopeful looking at a bird. But someone said it's by a poet, so it must be good. Oh, shh. The only thing I've ever felt looking at a bird is hungry, because the only birds I look at are pieces of fried chicken. And occasionally the ducks. Would I eat a Canadian goose? You see them all the time, those geese that fly around everywhere, migrating, all that other stuff. What do they taste like? They poop everywhere. You walk around the park, you step on the green poop, that's the Canadian geese poop. But what do they taste like? It's obviously not the same type of duck that you use like Chinese roast duck or like other countries' roast duck stuff. Is it? It can't be, right? I can't just like take a goose off the road and roast it. Firstly, that seems a little illegal. Secondly, it's not the right kind of goose. Secondly, there's also like no food and drug safety administered to that wild goose that may or may not taste good. Who can say? Alright. What if they made Jump King? What if they made a Jump King 2 and it's just Jump King 1? But the muscle memory is different. They change how like the charge up time for the jumps and everything. Would that drive people insane? I feel like I would go a little insane playing that after like beating Jump King 1. I think they do have a Jump King 2, right? I know they at the very least have like DLC for this game. Which I guess could be considered a sequel. But you just copy-paste Jump King? You just change the timing of the charge-up meter for the jump. All these people who have like muscle memory for one specific timing just get fucked up for the other. This might be my evilest idea yet. Actually, no, I can think of more evil things to do. It could be okay. Oh, and then go this way. This way, yeah. Weesh. Alright. We go this way, good. Excellent, excellent. We go this way, we're good still, right? We are. Wait, why am I asking that? I know I'm good if I go this way. Aye. No. This way? No. Alright, this way. Wait. Alright, I missed my first few jumps here, but it's still recoverable. Right. Back here. Surely. Surely. Oh my god. This way. Good, good, excellent. Go to the right, to the left? Right or left? For some reason, I can never I don't want to say tell my right to my left, but sometimes I just like I have to pause and think for a bit. It's not so intrinsic as you would think it was. It's not so after like decades and decades of using rights and left and understanding right versus left. Every now and again, you just gotta pause and think about, wait a minute, this is my left, right. You gotta like turn around, face the board, see if it's like this, the person's right you're talking to, facing right or the other right. You know what I mean? The communication of ideas is difficult. Being a coherent person speaking in good sentences that make sense, very difficult though. This way? Yes. No, not again for the 14th time. No, the same mistake. I gotta charge more. At that section, note to self, at that section, charge more than I think I have to. Everything else is like pretty smooth sailing up until that point. Never mind, not everything's smooth sailing. It's actually really rough sailing. Everything is actually like terrible. There's no such thing. The seas hate me. Poseidon himself wants me dead. I'm a fugitive from the ocean and the land. So I have to retreat into the air. The domain of Zapdos. Was it Zapdos? Was Zapdos like the... No, Zapdos is like electricity. You know, now that I think about it, that first like generation of legendary birds is a weird mix. It's fire, water, and electricity. You would think, oh no, it's fire, ice, and electricity. Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. You would think it'd be like fire, ice, or fire, water, air, and like an earth bird, no? In accordance with like the 4 traditional elements, but I guess they wanted to make it 3. And Lugia is just like their handler, I guess, if according to the Pokemon the movie 2000. Underrated movie, by the way. This might be a controversial take, but I think Pokemon the movie 2000 was better than Pokemon the first movie. Because yes, I know Pokemon the first movie has Mewtwo and is cool and everything. It has the touching scene of Pikachu crying in his single tear, freeing Ash from his stone prison, unpetrifying him. It has this beautiful message of like harmony and unity. But Pokemon the movie 2000 has a talking Slowking. And the music is really cool. That's my counterpoint. And it was also quoted in a presidential debate. I think it was Herman Cain who like quoted Pokemon the movie 2000. So, regardless of political opinions, Pokemon was quoted. Was it a political debate? Or did you just quote somebody quote some politician guy? I think it was Herman Cain that quoted it like 10 years ago. I could be misremembering. That happens to me a lot. I got a lot of random memories from the past. So, I don't want to say that pushes it over the edge for me. But Pokemon the movie 2000, it's up there. It's up there. Oh. And then there's the other Pokemon movie, the one with Celebi, and where they meet like young Professor Oak, but they don't know it's Professor Oak until like the very end when it's revealed as, oh my god, to the audience, it's Professor Oak, oh wow. The Celebi movie also pretty good. And they had like the cool collector guy. No, the collector, wait, there was 2 collector guys. Why were there 2 collector? No, who's the antagonist of Pokemon the Celebi movie? The antagonist of the Pokemon the Pokemon the movie 2000 was the collector guy who wants to like capture the legendary birds in their cages. But who was the antagonist? There was time travel involved, right? That was how they got to meet young Professor Oak. Was it another collector guy, or I think it might have been another collector. I'm gonna have to brush up on my like old Pokemon movie lore. And then there's the one where like they go to Latias and Latios. And then I think Ash kisses Latias. That was weird, but she was in human form, so it's a little less weird. But then like you think about it a little bit more, it's like, is Latias attracted to Ash? And you think about it, and the more you think about it, the weirder it gets in that movie, you know? Because I remember Latias like takes the form of one of her friends, and at the end of the movie she kisses Ash, and then it's like, wait a minute, that's Latias, right? And you're just kind of left wondering, is Latias kissing like a 10-year-old boy? Can Pokemon feel like attraction and maybe it's not attraction, maybe it's more like fondness for a human and a show of affection, which is a little bit less weird. No, I never really thought about it that deeply. Do you think if Pokemon were conscious, they'd have like a human version of a furry? You know what I mean? Like if you're a Pokemon that's attracted to humans and you're a conscious Pokemon with like sentience and you were attracted to humans, would you call yourself like a skinny? Oh, look at that Mewtwo over there. Or look at Charizard. He's attracted to this art of humans. What a skinny. I want to stop thinking about that. That was kind of strange now that I think about it. You know what? Sometimes thinking is detrimental to the goal of like keeping yourself sane. There we are. All right. I think I can make it to Zone 3. Let's get to Zone 3. Not like that. I need to play better than that to do that. All right. I'm starting to get the muscle memory back. I'm starting to like see the patterns. Never mind. I'm starting to get better at like guessing how long I have to press the space bar for though. That's kind of what I mean by I can see the patterns. I can kind of getting my muscle memory back. It's not really muscle memory. It's just like predictive ability. Yes. Alright, that one time I overshot it. That time I also overshot. That's okay. Why do we fall, Master Wayne? To pick ourselves back up. Thank you, Alfred. Thank you, Michael Caine. Alright. We keep going onward. Why do they feel the need to add the drip? Playing Blasphemous reminds me of like the Desecrated Cistern, where I have to dodge all the little drippy parts to not take damage, otherwise I take like all my health and damage. Right. Continuing forwards. Pain is painful. So is mental anguish and psychological torture. This game is labeled psychological horror in Steam, by the way. Why? I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling the horrors of the psychological kind yet. I felt this pain before. I can feel it once more. I have bared it all. And I'm standing tall. I'm really standing. I hate this game. 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 I love this game. I hate this game. Alright. We shall overcome. No, we won't. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Oh! I think I can make it. Okay, I've made it. Back to the top. Well, this isn't even the top. This is like the lowest level of being beyond the beginning. Scheißen. We did it. Wait, why am I saying we did it? That's not even the stressful jump yet. The stressful jump has yet to come. Go this way. Good. Not good. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, finally. It was weird because I was getting that jump like perfectly the first tries for a couple times, and I just started fucking it up randomly. The nerves. Oh, my hands are sweating. My hands are sweating. I think I can make it past it. I think if I make it past the cages, it's like the furthest I've ever been before. So I gotta focus up a little bit. Take deep breaths, in and out, in and out. Depression is okay too. Depression isn't preferable, but I'm okay with the... Despair is okay. Despair is good too. The despair isn't preferable, but I'm okay. Okay, not as bad. That's good. That's good. We make it. Speedrun this section? Can I even speedrun this section? Wow. Let's get into a rhythm a little bit. My tempo's thrown off now. But this way, this way. This way. Way. Platforming is hard, man. How do people even do this shit? How does somebody sit down at the computer for like 17 hours and just play Jump King? I think if I had to do that, I would actually go crazy. Right now, I'm relatively calm, but I've only been here for like an hour, hour and a half, maybe. But if I had to sit down here, and this is like my job, to play Jump King for 8 hours a day, that might be worse than like an office job starring on Excel spreadsheets and emails and having to attend meetings that could have just been emails. Not sure. There we are. Yes. All right. Ooh. The outcome will change. I shall this time we get past the big cage section. This time we get past the cock cage section, the raven cage section. That wasn't good. I think I can do it. Focus, lock in. I can see it. The path upwards. The top is so clear to me, as if it were vision. More prophecy than dream. Nope, I fucked it up. Okay, never mind. Maybe I gotta do that whole, like, unconscious competence thing, where the moment I stop trying, the easier it becomes. The less I think about it, the more my muscle memory takes over, the more my subconscious deals with it. And, like, the better I just become. Never mind. I do have to focus a little bit. I'm not at that stage yet. Maybe I should focus a lot. I almost fell there. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster. Faster, 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 faster. You know, I don't watch, like, TV anymore. I also don't watch a ton of movies anymore. I feel like I watched more movies in the past, but now it's just, like, I don't really know any movies that I've been excited to see in a while. Like, the last movie I got excited for was Dune Part 2. And it didn't win any Oscars. Instead, it was Anora. I didn't watch Anora. I probably should at some point. I want to try to watch, like, all the Best Picture winners. I feel like that'd be an interesting thing to do. But I've already watched some of them. Like, I've watched Amadeus. I've watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've watched Parasite. Those are the recent ones. The older ones in the past. What else? I've watched Saving Private Ryan. Did that win Best Picture, actually? I don't know. I remember there was, like, one year of the Oscars that was, like, actually absolutely stacked with a lot of very, very realistic Best Picture winners. And then, for some reason, Beethoven in Love won Best Picture one year. I've watched Moonlight. I've also watched La La Land, even though that technically didn't win Best Picture, but it was announced as winning Best Picture in like 2015 or 16, so good movie nonetheless. honestly don't really remember much about Moonlight, even though I did watch it. I remember there was like a scene where he's eating chicken. The chicken looked really good though. There was also a lot of bullying and like other stuff in that movie, Moonlight. But La La Land, Ryan Gosling's in it. Ryan Gosling is literally me, so gotta watch it. I think Oppenheimer won Best Picture a couple years ago too, right? I still don't think it was a good movie. I don't think it's like Best Picture worthy though. I just like couldn't get into Oppenheimer. That sounds really weird because it's like based off of real historical events. Like, yeah, I just couldn't get into World War II. You know, there's too many characters. The plot was too convoluted. But it is kind of how I feel. Oppenheimer, not about Oppenheimer specifically, but just like Oppenheimer as a movie was really cool technically, from a technical standpoint. In terms of the whole framing and the black and white and the cinematography with the atom bomb. But I just didn't care much for the character of Oppenheimer. He was just so good at making bombs, and then he made that kill people. And then he made the bomb that kills people, and he's like, "Oh no, what have I done?" Also, they first dropped the line "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds" in the middle of the Florence Pugh, Cillian Murphy sex scene. So, quite literally, like, I laughed out loud in the theater when I saw that. I could not believe that was real. It's like if you went to see Morbius and you found out that they put It's Morbin Time in the movie. I should watch more. No, I can't watch Morbius. I still miss that era. I still miss the Morbius memes. How about they make Morbius 2 soon? It deserves it. If ever a movie deserved a sequel, Morbius and I've heard Jared Leto's kind of a piece of shit, but he was Morbius. And who do they have? I think they had like Matt Smith as the villain in Morbius. The only thing I know about Matt Smith is he played like the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who. But I did have my Doctor Who phase a long time ago. Oh shit. Let me go this way. Yes. I see it, the path. All right. Maybe I should use my ring and index finger to push my ring and middle finger to push my space bar. I feel like this gives me the most accuracy. Every time I talk about like maybe getting better at this, they always... My hubris shall lead to my demise. I should not have flown so close to the sun. Nobody in the world is more arrogant than I. Ay, ay, oy. Oy, oy, oy. Maybe? No. Alright. What other Best Picture movies are there? I don't remember. Oh no. Like, how far back did the Oscars go, actually? I think the Oscars span like 80 or so years, no? Because I think this is like the 80th Oscars, or maybe the 90th. Why did I? My concentration is lapsing. I have to lock in. I have to actually do some thinking about what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep falling and get stuck with the trees. Don't get me wrong, I love trees. They're vital to the environment and everything, but I don't want to keep seeing the same tree over and over again. Alright, back to where it all begins. Oh, right. Oh. Take a breather, stretch my hands a little bit. Oh, stretch my back. That could have been, that was close. I could have held my jump button a little longer, I think. It'd be really mean of the devs if they put like a jump scare in this game that triggers 1 in a million times. So you really focus on doing the game, and then suddenly you get like a jump scare like the creepy maze from back in like the 2000s. Just a random thought that appeared in my head. Make a game that requires a lot of focus. 1 in a million chance for a jump scare. It'll be an urban myth. People won't believe you unless you film it. It'd be extremely mean for that one person, because everyone would be like, what are you talking about, man? That never happens. Like, are you sure you bought the right game? Are you sure your computer isn't cursed by like an ancient demon or something? But it'd be kind of funny if on the devs part, you can get to see who got the jump scared, you know? You can see the reactions. You can see people debate about it online, whether it's real or not. And he's like, yes, the jump scare is real. But only I know that. And I'm never going to tell anyone. I want to say the jump scare is fake. And then, but it's really real. That'd be kind of mean. Another sadistic game dev idea. Fuck. Right. I held it on for too long. I am so silly. All right. There. There. Yes. Excellent. Good. Grus. Grus. Right. No. Bad. Good. Good. Excellent. The bouncing on the walls kind of reminds me of like Icy Tower. I don't know what happened to Icy Tower. I think they turned it into like a Facebook game. But I remember Icy Tower as being like that game that you would get everyone to install on the school computers, and then you would play it whenever they give you computer time. And you'd be like, what are you doing there? Aren't you supposed to be doing math homework? And then you would just say, yeah, and you'd alt tab and you wouldn't be doing your math homework, and then you'd alt tab back to Icy Tower. It was such a satisfying game, Icy Tower was. Bouncing on the walls, doing cartwheels. Fantastic. Superb. Good. Great. The little narrator with the voiceover if you hit a nice combo with the big number score thing. You don't really care about score. You only ever really care about the what's it called? The floors that you got through. Because it had like similar physics to this, with the bouncing off the walls, kind of. That's what the bouncing off the walls reminds me of, at least. Go this way. Go here. Oh no! Oh no! Good. Bounce this way. Oh, that one was close. I thought I was gonna lose it. Oh, bounce this way. Yes. The Raven cages. Let me try to plan this route though. So I go like across the pipe. Let me try, and then you go Raven cage, Raven cage, Raven cage. And then what do you do after the Raven cage? You try to go up to the ledge. I think you might have to bounce to the block above the last Raven cage, actually. That seems sensible. Fuck me. Well, at least I like kind of have a plan of attack if I ever get that far. All right. All right, there we are. There we are. Excellent. Very good. Bouncing. Oh, why do I keep bouncing? I like the bouncing mechanic too much. I should only use it when I need to. Ooh, for like a quarter of a second longer, I think I have it there. Stream idea. Can't drink water until I'm playing Jump King, and I can't drink water until I finish the game. I think I would die of dehydration. Still an interesting stream idea. Watch a man die on watch an anime boy die of dehydration live on stream. Interesting. An interesting concept. It could be performance art. I can like act it out as well. I don't actually have to die. But then, like, would that take away from the soul of the art? Maybe a little bit. Once more, I've made that series of mistakes too many times now. I should really stop that. I should really just lock it and do it properly. Why do I keep saying lock in? I think being on the internet has kind of ruined my phrases. I used to speak more eloquently before I was on the internet. Actually, no, that's false. I've been chronicling online for a long time, but I feel like I used to be more eloquent before... Before what exactly? What was like the formative moment that like killed my brain? Probably playing League of Legends. I do talk about how much that game has traumatized me. I think it's fair to say it kills off a lot of my brain cells. What else could there be? Maybe it's all the... Maybe it's all the chlorine. Who knows? I think probably still can speak quite eloquently if I want to. Or quite verbosely. But speaking in a verbose manner just puts extra strain on my mouth and it makes it like hard to breathe. No, it doesn't actually. I'm pretty good at breathing. I'm also pretty good at like holding my breath. This way. This way. This way. Oh, great. Back up. Surely I can get past the Raven cages. I can feel it. I'm so, so close. Just a little bit longer there. I went from having that part in the bag easily to like struggling a lot on threading the needle. Oh my god, my hands are my hyperhidrosis, my sweat. This way. Oh, I didn't hold it long enough. I'm so silly. Oh god. Oh no. Not again. The mistakes of the past haunt me even into the future and now into the present. The mistakes of my past bring me the present despair and haunt me to the mistakes of the future. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought I'd fall a lot more. I forgot this part's here. Oh shit. There was a huge cabin above the sewers. Shouldn't be too hard to get through. 5 hours and 48 minutes. My music's done. Let me see one more. Hawaii music. 1 hour cute BGM. Let's look for some more kawaii chill music to chill my psyche as I struggle internally and externally. Alright. Almost 1,000 falls. We're almost at the 1,000. He's laughing at me. He's mocking me. He knows not the strength of my convictions. He knows not how strong I can be when I need to. Alright. I can feel it. The flow, the ebb and flow of the jump. The jump runs through my veins. No, it doesn't actually. I'm kind of having like that Tetris effect, except instead of like seeing Tetris pieces and packing them in my head whenever I close my eyes, I'm starting to feel the weight of the spacebar a little more heavily. think when I looked up how long it takes to beat this game, it said like 10 hours or so. I'm approaching hour 6, and I still haven't made it past the second part. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or like if somebody lied to me, or the internet lied to me, or if I'm just like really bad at this. It's probably a bit of both. So I'm quite impressed by how shitty I am at this game. Ah. There we are. There we are. All right. I thought I was going to fall there. All right. Back to the Ravens. I can do this. Oh. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Never mind. If I keep jumping like that, I'm gonna fall back down again, which I probably will. I knew what was gonna happen, and still my heart sank. Oh. The joy that once entered my heart now leaves it. True despair is here. I don't know the meaning of happiness anymore. All I know is jump. Jump, hold spacebar, jump. No. My fingers are feeling funny. I don't know, like, if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My fingers are getting... I'm losing the magic touch. Not that I had one to begin with. Right. We ascend. I can't end lower than when I started. That would just be embarrassing. A besmirchment of my of my good name. No. Why did I decide to play this game today? How did I choose this? At the very least, I bought it for like $5, so it was super cheap. But like, the company that made this game, the developer, is kind of profiting off of the suffering of many people, no? So in that sense, is it moral to buy Jump King and contribute to his funds to create games that make me suffer? Despite all of this? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's not moral. Maybe I don't care anymore. Maybe morality is fake. Huh. This way? This way? Yes. Right. Why did I jump down like that? We go this way. Good. I will overcome. I will make it. The thing is, I can't like practice this jump. The jump to the big hole pipe. Because it takes a while to get there. Alright. Now we go. There. Too high this time. But before I was too low, that time I was too high. I need to find like a consistent spot to stand on where I can measure my jumping powers. Because right now I'm like always either overshooting or undershooting. I think I'm like always standing at the edge. I think the edge is a good place to stand. Right. Wipe the sweat off my hands. Ew, ew, ew. I hate sweaty hands. I hate having sweaty hands. We keep going, yes? Oh. Honestly, the music is a big boon. If I didn't have this like chill kawaii music in the background, I think I might have gone crazy long ago. Which way is it? Is it this way? This way. This way, yes. Left, up. Let me go here. No, no. Sometimes suffering is okay. Suffering is mandatory. All right. Oh no. No, 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 no. This way, yes. All right. No, yes. No, yes. We're back to where we started. Technically not really 2 hours back to where we started because technically we've been jumping back and forth, but we are back at where we started. All right. Back to grinding. All right, we're here. Yes. The suffering shall continue until morale improves. Back to this section. Oh. I hate that. I hate that big pipe so much. I hate it. I hate it. No. Do you think Steam will let me refund a game that I played for like 6 hours? Do you think they're that nice? Do you think they'd be cool to me? Do you think if I told them I was like a really cool, swell guy and like I mean no harm, I just want my $5 back to let me refund the game, they would make an exception just for me? Do you think if I told them like this game is causing a lot of mental anguish, they'll do that just for me? Just for me? Just for little old me? Yeah? No? What if I told them I'm like I've played for like 6 hours and I can't get past the first level? Do you think they still would? Hopefully. I mean, maybe they could. Maybe if it's like the right sales rep or a customer service support person and they feel just enough pity for me, I make myself look as pathetic as possible. I send them a few of the VODs so I can show them how terrible I am at this game. They'll give me my $5 back and I can use it to buy like a large fry or something. Some large fries. Or like 5 McDonald's $1 ice cream sundaes. Why did I hold it for that long? Once more into the breach, good friend. No! Not that breach. Oh. Oh. Today I learned a valuable lesson. My spirit is very breakable. This collection of pixels and electricity pulsing through my circuitry, pulsing through my PC circuits, has demonstrated that to me. My body may be rough and hard to break, but my spirit is fragile and requires gentle nourishment and tender encouragement. not found in this game. This game only tests the limits of the hardships I can endure. Oh. Oh, I'm even fucking up the parts I used to get so good. No, that was too high. Oh no, I'm not even. I'm gonna end lower than where I started. No, that can't. Don't make it so. Don't make me end lower where I started. Don't you dare, game. My focus is drifting. I need to lock in. Holy shit! This is the 18th time I've said that. All right, back to neutral. Let's see if we can get a little bit past neutral. Already past neutral. A colossal drain. Isn't there just like a giant drain? Why does it have to be colossal? Is it really that big? It could just be the drain of nice size, of a decent size. Not everything has to be hyperbole. Alright. The bright music gives me hope, though. Hope for a brighter future. Hope for a better tomorrow. One more try. The mistakes keep compounding and compounding and compounding. Oh my god, every mistake is another dagger into my heart. Surely I can get back, right? Alright, I've made it. I hate the steps. I hate the steps. I hate the steps. I hate the steps. Alright. We're making it. We're making it back slowly and surely. This first jump is the most precarious. Why can I not do this one right now? Holy mother of pearl. Why did they say that? Oh, I held it too long again. Are my fingers too hardwired for this section? All right. I'm gonna get back to the sewer section, and I'm gonna fucking Alt F4 this game. I think it's quite clear my focus is not enough. I'm too tired. I'm trying to maintain. Oh no. It's only hour 2. I'm only 2 hours in. Well, like 6 hours in technically. But the past 4 hours were erased from my mind, so I don't count those yet. Oh. To live is to suffer a great deal. God, man, I hold it for 1 second long. All right. I want to try the big drain section with the Raven cages one more time. Or like the big drain section that leads to the Raven cages one more time. If I fuck it up, straight to the shitta. There we go. All right. Am I really going to end right where I started at the beginning? Say it ain't so. I want to watch somebody speedrun this later. I need to see, like, the strats. I need to see, like, how are they able to do this besides, like, practice and insane amounts of muscle memory? There we are. Oh. That's it. It's time for bed. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so... Actually, no. I think I got up earlier than I usually do. Use the bathroom. Oh, I'm calling it there. If I had to do this Jump King thing with just this silence buzzing in my ear, the ambient noise of the Jump King, I think I would have gone insane. The comfy music helped keep me grounded, but oh my god. I don't have the focus today for this. And it's reaching deep into my brain and teasing my incompetence of pressing buttons. Oh. Can I save this? Save and exit. Are you sure? Yes. One day I'll get the babe at the top, but today is not that day. I end where I began, the colossal terrain. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for keeping me company while I lose my mind. When will the next stream be? What will the next stream be? I really don't know. I technically never finished Nier Automata. I honestly, like, the game's interesting, but I kind of, like, see all the plot twists, and again, sometimes I just randomly get really big headaches from it, so I don't really know what else I want to play. I'll have to think about it. But have a good night. Probably stream on, like, Tuesday, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to check my schedules and stuff. Good night.